Got their ticker tape parade today through downtown Dallas. A little late, but nonetheless appreciated as the team decided to wait until all the players were back from the Pro Bowl in Hawaii to enjoy what they'd hoped would turn into a very special day. More than 200,000 cheering fans lined the streets of downtown Dallas this afternoon to express their appreciation for the Cowboys bringing the Super Bowl back to Texas. Both management and players were given a rousing Texas-style welcome as the parade made its way through the streets en route to the Dallas City Hall. It's been since 1978 that such an occasion was celebrated in Dallas.
Back about a month ago, when we had the pep rally, I asked you if you were satisfied. Now I ask you, are you satisfied? And I ask you again. You said you weren't satisfied the last time because our work was yet to be done. I ask you again, now, are you satisfied? I've got one final comment. How about them Cowboys?
I think we're all very fortunate to be playing within a city where we get the support that you all have shown for us over the years. It's especially nice for those players that have been here when we went 1-15. And I know it's especially nice for you fans that supported us through those seasons. And we just hope that we come back for another one next year. Thanks again. I appreciate it.
It was then time for the Cowboys to strut their stuff in front of their fans, and to end it, a Super Bowl salute was made by Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. Unfortunately, the scene turned a little ugly along some stages of the parade route, violence and injuries taking their toll today. Police officials in Dallas say that most of the trouble was the result of gangs of youths which became embroiled in fights with each other. Approximately 25 people were arrested as police moved in. There were also several injuries reported.
A few rowdy people leads to more rowdiness, and that's the way it usually ends out. So like a spark, then you got a fire.
I was just looking, and next thing I knew, they threw a bottle in the street. Next thing I knew, it just hit me at the back. I think I'm doing okay, but this doesn't make any sense. I think all those teenagers should have been in school and not here.
Just kids, man. That's all it is. I mean, I'm just 24 myself. Man, my mother didn't raise me like this, man. My father, if he knew I was down throwing bottles, my father would kill me, man.
Didn't take long for Jim Eddy to find work for the upcoming NFL season. Eddy was hired by the Dallas Cowboys as their defensive assistant today. He was fired after 4 seasons with the Houston Oilers as their defensive coordinator. You'll recall the Oilers led the Bills 35-3 before losing in the first game of the NFL playoffs.
And when you're a Super Bowl champion, the Cowboys may or may not be America's team, but they were definitely all Dallas's when they got together with just a few fans downtown today.
This is the city, Dallas, Texas. It's noontime Tuesday, and there are the Cowboys with a few of their close personal friends. You know, just your average king-sized Texas get-together.
They say victory has 100 fathers. Defeat is an orphan. We had a victory, and all of you share in the success.
250,000 people packed downtown streets for the first championship parade in a decade in Dallas. They've come a long way, baby, since that fella from Arkansas bought the team and turned it upside down.
I know how it felt to say Cowboys. Kind of said a little low. Let's say it one more time 4 years later. Cowboys!
All that confetti that was in storage got used Tuesday. Why, it almost made Jimmy Johnson's hair move, and it made everybody a Cowboys fan. To the victor go the spoils. To the losers go the barbs.
Let's all say Cowboys on 3. Let's see how loud we can get so everybody can hear us. All the way back to Buffalo. Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys!
I told the guys back here in the back I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's give a moment of silent prayer for them Buffalo Bills, all right? All right, now let's go party, y'all. Let's go have all the Buffalo wings y'all want.
The fly in the ointment, though, was sporadic violence that erupted when groups of teenagers fought each other and police after the ceremonies. At least 16 people were injured and treated, while at least 14 were arrested. Still, it was a day in Dallas meant to galvanize the collective spirit of people and remind the faithful what was, what is, and what may be.
It's especially nice for those players that have been here when we went 1-15.
I've got one final comment. How about them Cowboys?
Everybody said everything. So all I gotta say is remember your spots, because we'll see you right here next year, same time.
Because remember, this is not just the best team in the league, it's the youngest. Scary thought for the rest of the NFL. Paul?
Yeah, that's right, the same Jim Eddy that was fired from his job as defensive coordinator for the Oilers. In one of the classless moves in years, the Oilers fired Eddy less than 24 hours after the Oilers blew a 35-3 second-half lead to the Buffalo Bills. Excellent report.
Pro Bowl avant la fin de la rencontre afin de prendre son avion vers Dallas. La NFL a d'ailleurs institué une enquête sur cet incident.
Un reportage de Guy Bertrand.
Dallas. But as NBC's Jim Cummins reports, the celebration was spoiled by some unruly teenagers.
There was the usual pandemonium surrounding the celebration of Super Bowl champions. An estimated 200,000 fans jammed into downtown Dallas to pay tribute to the coaches and players from the Dallas Cowboys with a ticker tape parade. But about halfway through the parade, crowd control broke down. The football team was hustled out, leaving the streets to roving bands of teenagers who fought with each other. There were random assaults. This man was attacked by a gang wanting his Cowboys t-shirt. These girls say the same gang yanked gold chains off their necks.
They came up to us and they started hitting them, and then we all started running over here asking for help, and nobody came to help.
Police say there were at least 50 acts of violence, dozens of arrests and injuries, and it took the police more than 2 hours to restore the peace. Jim Cummins, NBC News, Dallas.
Bad part, if you're a Cowboys fan, you love the parade. Over 400,000 fans joining in to celebrate the Super Bowl. Now, of course, if you don't like the Cowboys, then you would have considered this a bad scene. But no argument at all about the ugly part today. There were 14 arrests today due to some random violence and some fights. 3 people were stabbed in incidents today. 21 different people were sent to area hospitals for care in Dallas. It seems to happen a lot of times when they have these big celebrations. Just too many people get a little out of control.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Still to come, a very young artist is getting a lot of recognition in England.
Participated in a ticker tape parade that took them through downtown Dallas. Players managed to get in a few licks on the Buffalo Bills.
Let's all say Cowboys on 3. Let's see how loud we can get so everybody can hear us. All the way back to Buffalo. Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys!
Let's give a moment of silent prayer for them Buffalo Bills, all right? All right, now let's go party, y'all. Let's go have all the Buffalo wins y'all want.
Up to now, they were pretty good sports. They did okay. They didn't rub it in too bad.
Well, in the rematch next year, the Bills will remember those comments.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough rematch, too, in Dallas.
Okay, thanks, John.
Yeah.
They got to honor the team.
I've got one final comment. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys?
I think we're all very fortunate to be playing within a city where we get the support that you all have shown for us over the years. It's especially nice for those players that have been here when we went 1-15, and I know it's especially nice for you fans that supported us through those seasons.
Let's all say Cowboys on 3. Let's see how loud we can get so everybody can hear us. All the way back to Buffalo. Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys!
To the Super Bowl summary today, 14 arrests, 3 stabbings, 4 wounded, and 21 needing hospital attention as violence erupted among the thousands of fans who lined the parade route to welcome the Cowboys back after their lopsided victory over the Buffalo Bills 9 days ago. Upwards of 400,000 fans lining the streets to honor the Super Bowl champions in a 14-block-long ticker tape parade, delayed so all the Cowboys, even those who played in the Pro Bowl, could be there. Leading the way, owner Jerry Jones, followed by Coach Jimmy Johnson and the rest of the players. There were a number of isolated incidents, fistfights, mostly involving teenagers who took the day off school, and police did report those 14 arrests and a number of minor injuries. And later at City Hall, while Coach Johnson was diplomatic enough, a lot of the players took a few more shots at the Buffalo Bills.
Everybody should be lucky enough to get a column written about them by Jim Murray, maybe even a paragraph before they have to go. But here's what he said about Troy Aikman recently. He's 6'4", 220 pounds, an All-American boy, a walking bubblegum card, the NFL cover boy, and that's why it's hard to believe he exists and isn't a product of sound stages or a lab. You want to say, take this back and break a nose or put a scar on his cheek. Girls throw their unmentionables at him. But he remains a bachelor. Anyone else in his position will be working on his third marriage by now. He goes to church on Sunday in the off-season and apologizes because he can't during the season. He's the second coming of Roger Staubach, and if that's so, there may be 4 more Super Bowls in his resume. He'll never be known as Broadway Troy or the Snake or Hollywood, maybe just Troy Terrific. Here he is,
That's
Troy
so
Aikman,
nice.
everybody. Hi, Troy. How you doing? Have a seat right here, big guy. You were aware of that column by Murray?
Yeah, I wrote that for him.
Congratulations on the terrific Super Bowl win. Boy, you guys looked absolutely invincible that day.
Well, you know, everything just went well for us. We got a lot of breaks. Obviously, we didn't go into the game expecting to receive 9 turnovers, but it was really a lot of fun.
Yeah. Were you nervous with your first Super Bowl?
Well, I wasn't really all that nervous. I had the butterflies like I get before every ball game, but yet when they did the introductions and I went out on the field, I got caught up in the emotion of the game and all the pageantry of it, and I was literally hyperventilating through the first quarter.
Were you really?
I had to keep telling myself, just calm down and relax. And
It wasn't obvious at all.
No, sure wasn't.
Oh, you knew that.
Well, the first pass, I overthrew Michael Irvin for about 20 yards.
But nobody noticed.
Everybody forgot about that,
You're allowed
believe
one.
me, Troy. How many offensive plays do you guys have? What would you say, a round figure?
Probably, we go into the ball game with 65 to 70 plays.
65, 70 plays, and everybody on that team knows exactly what their position is and where they should be during the execution of those plays.
Well, we get paid to know, and,
Yeah.
and we're supposed to know. And early on in the Super Bowl, we were having some problems. I think everybody was a little bit nervous. And fortunately for us, defensively, they played outstanding, and they were able to allow us to get back into the swing of the game.
Yeah. Well, you sure did a terrific job. Your mother sent us some pictures. Have you seen these?
I don't like to see them till he sees them. It's more
All right,
fun that
fine.
way.
Well, now let's all take a look. This is from your album. I guess your mom's one of your biggest fans, as she should be. Now, there he is. That's Troy Aikman at 14 and a half months old.
Now, you liked baseball before you liked football, right? It was your
Right,
first love.
yeah. I didn't think I was going to play football until my senior year of high school.
It's a little late to be discovering it, isn't
All
it?
right, where are we here? Troy's first birthday. See, he has a train too, Cody. All right. There's Troy on his 9th birthday with a football cake.
With the puka shells there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool.
Troy and a pony.
Oh.
It's 1976.
There you are in your baseball
You're quite a
garb.
baseball player, too, and of course the Red Sox were your favorite team, or one of your favorite
Right.
teams growing up?
Mainly because I played for a Red Sox. The name of our team was the Red Sox.
I see.
when I was a
Okay.
kid.
That makes sense to me, Troy. Troy at a senior prom. Wait a minute!
Oh, that's so cute.
Troy with the red
Mom
jacket.
didn't tell me she was doing it.
Troy broke out the red jacket.
This is
Yeah.
your life.
All right, what do we have here? Troy, high school senior. And where was this, in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you heavily recruited?
No, I actually wasn't. Not until I transferred. I went to Oklahoma for 2 years, and I wasn't heavily recruited out of high school.
Wound up at UCLA, though.
Right.
And set some great marks there. And here is your mom and dad. We thank Charlene and Ken Aikman very, very much for supplying us the pictures.
They must
Now-
be unbelievably proud, huh? Are they just? Is your family just going bonkers? Can they believe it?
Well, I think they're all proud, my sisters and everybody, but yeah, I'm equally as proud of them and my sisters. So there's a lot of proudful people, I guess, so to speak, within the family.
You want to get married, Troy? We got everything set up here.
I see that, yeah. I feel underdressed. I should have worn my tuxedo.
I feel over, so we cancel each other out.
Troy, it's kind of like a tradition around here. Terry Bradshaw, Joe Namath, Warren Moon.
They all beg to go out
Boomer
on the street with
Esiason.
Reach.
They all come out on the street with me, and I catch a pass from them. You feel
Actually,
like
they
it
just
today?
like me to hike it to them.
And you got...
I didn't want to suggest that.
You got quite a view here. Come on, let's go outside and do this. Come on, Cody, you too. Come on, Cody.
Yep.
We'll all go outside.
Okay, I'll take the knot
and
out.
Uncle
Let's go.
Troy is going to throw Uncle Regis a pass.
Come on, watch out here. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Come on, Robbie. Come on, bring your football.
All right, here we go. Hey, Verhoff. Okay. Kathy will hike the ball to you. Troy, I'm going to go down here on that line about 12 steps and cut to the right. Just pretend I'm Michael Irvin, okay? Right in the middle of the lane there. Ready? Take center. Yeah, he's back there. Hike!
The one and only Troy Aikman, everybody.
All right, we'll be right back.
What's next? I know you've already been to Disney World.
Thank you, Troy Aikman.
Well, I'm heading back to Dallas.
Right back.
I have not been to Disney World yet. I'm hoping to go here within the next week.
Take your family with you?